Hello, preschoolers. Today I have a story about a fish, and the fish is called Big Al. Let's see what Big Al does. In the wide blue sea, there was a very friendly fish named Big Al. You could not find a nicer fish. There he is. But Big Al was also very, very scary. Ooh, he is scary with those big sharp teeth. Other fish seemed to have at least one friend. Some had many, but Big Al had none. He did not really blame the other fish. How could he expect little fish to trust a great big fish with eyes, skin, and teeth like his? So Big Al was lonely and cried big salty tears into the big salty sea. I think they were kind of afraid of him. But Big Al really wanted friends, so he worked at it. First, he tried wrapping himself up with seaweed. He thought it was a great disguise, but no one else did. Who wants to stop and talk to a floating plant that has big sharp teeth? Then he thought that if he puffed himself up round, the other fish would laugh and see how clever and silly he could be. All they saw was how big he could be, and they steered clear. Oh, he thought it would be funny if he looked big, but they were afraid of him because he looked big. Very early one morning, Big Al went down to the bottom and flopped and wiggled himself into the sand until he was almost covered up. He looked much smaller. When other fish came near, Big Al talked and joked with them, and they had a delightful time. But then one scratchy little grain of sand got stuck in his gills, and he sneezed. Achoo! When the clouds of sand cleared away, all the other fish were gone. Oh, his sneeze scared them, and they swam away. Big Al even changed his color one day so he could look like he belonged to a school of tiny fish passing by. A school means a group of fish. He bubbled along with them for a while, laughing and feeling like he was just one of the crowd. But he was so big and clumsy that when all the tiny fish started to the left and then quickly back to the right, Big Al just plowed straight ahead. He went bumping and thumping right into the little fish. Before he could even say, "Excuse me," they were gone, and he was all alone again, sadder than ever. Oh, he was too big to swim with them. He bumped into them. Just when Big Al was starting to be sure that he would never have a single friend, something happened. He was floating along sadly, watching some of the smaller fish, and was wishing they would come closer. As he watched, a net dropped down silently from above, and in an instant, they were caught in the net. Big Al forgot all about being lonely, and he forgot all about being sad. His eyes bulged out bigger and rounder than ever, and with a mighty flip of his tail, he opened his mouth and charged straight at the net. The net was strong, but Big Al was stronger. He ripped right through it, and all the little fish rushed out through the hole. He ripped the net with his big, sharp teeth so the little fish could get out. But when Big Al tried to turn around and go out of the hole, he got all tangled up in the net. He was stuck. The net went higher and higher toward the bright surface of the sea, and the little fish watched Big Al as he disappeared above them. When the little fish were able to speak again, all they talked about was the huge, wonderful fish that had saved them. How great to be free, but what a shame that the big fellow had been captured. Oh, poor Big Al. So little fish are happy that they're free, but they're sad that Big Al got caught in the net. Just then, there was a tremendous crashing splash above them, and the small fish dashed away. Was it the net again? Not at all. It was Big Al. Those fishermen took one look at him and threw him right back into the ocean. And now there is one huge, puffy, scary, fierce-looking fish in the sea who has more friends than anyone else. Big Al. Now they know he's not scary. They know he's a good, kind friend who helped them. And there's Big Al swimming in the sea with all of his friends. Well, I want to show you some fish that I made. And we're going to practice putting them in groups today. So here's one of my fish. What color is that fish? Purple. That's right. So I'm going to make a spot for my purple fish. And here is another purple fish. What color is this one? Green. So I'm going to make a spot for my green fish. And what about this one? That's right, pink. So I have my purple fish, green fish, pink fish. What else do I have over here? I have a little green fish, so it goes with my other green fish. Purple fish with my other purple fish. How about this one? Pink. That's right. And one more. What color is this one? Another pink one. So I have all my purple fish in one group, all my green fish in one group, and my pink fish in one group. So I sorted them by color. There's another way we can sort them though. If you look at my fish, you'll notice that this one is little, and this one is big. So I think I'm going to put the little fish together in one group and the big fish together. So this will be my big fish pile. And this is my little fish pile. Is this a big fish or a little fish? Little fish, that's right. How about this pink one? Is this a big fish or a little fish? Where should this one go? In my big fish pile, that's right. How about this one? Little fish or big fish? Little fish. How about this green one? Little fish or big fish? Little fish. So it goes in my little fish pile. How about this green one? Big fish or little fish? Big fish. And one more. Where does this pink fish go? Big fish or little fish pile? Big fish. That's right. So what I would like you to do for homework is see if you can find some things in your house. It can be, you can find coins or anything, buttons, things that are different kinds of things. They might be different colors, they might be different sizes, and then see if you can put them in groups according to the ones that are the same size, the same color, the same shape. And that's called sorting or classifying. So see if you can find some things in your house that you can put in groups, putting all the big ones together, the little ones, the ones that are the same color. And then you can send me a picture of the things that you sorted too. That's all for now. Goodbye, everybody.